your eye, mind resting with your own crown. Focus on your forehead, mind resting on your forehead. Focus on your eyes, mind resting with your eyes. Focus on your ears, mind resting with your ears. Focus on your nose, mind resting with your body together. Connect with your mind, body, breathe. Recognize present. Focus on your chest. Focus on your legs. Focus on your teeth. Focus on your tongue. Mind resting. Recognize. Focus on your throat. Mind resting on your shoulder. Shoulders. Mind resting with arms. Resting with your hands. Mind resting with your fingers. Focus on your heart. Letting go of the previous thoughts. Letting go of future thoughts. Be in the present moment. Recognize who you are. Be with the present. Past is already gone. No exist. Future is emptiness. No exist. This present moment is your on your tongue. Be with this present. You always have this present moment. We never ever have past. and the future. Only we have this present moment. Recognize, recognize your body's breathing. Recognize your mind's be with your body. Let go of the thoughts. Focus on your navel, mind, resting on your navel. Focus on your hips. Relax your body. Relax your mind. Focus on your spine. Around your spine. Mind resting with your thighs. Focus on your knees. Focus on your calves. Focus on your feet. Focus on your toes. Recognize. Count one by one your toes. You have 10 toes. Then mind resting with your body. Breathe naturally. Oh, look to yourself. You recognize yourself. To recognize who I am. And we want to happiness. So that's the reason we're going to practice today. This all the Yadam deities. Visualize, cultivate mind, cultivate love. We also want happiness. Same all these sentient beings wanting happiness. We are all same desire. The reason is we all have a Buddha nature. Sentient beings all desire so happiness. We wishing all beings have happiness. Economically, everyone, all sentient beings. No, these all beings recognize used to our parents, mothers, loved ones, due to their own karma. All these beings chasing happiness create suffering. So now we wish all these mother sentient beings free from suffering. Cultivate compassion. Recognize all our loved ones stuck in suffering. Stuck in the suffering. We wish they are free from this suffering. Cultivate mind generate bodhicitta. We're going to do this whole practice. Reason for benefit other beings. Purify our own karma. No, visualize Yadam deity. We're going to practice Panashavari. Meditate Panashavari, visualize. These prayers particularly specifically release disease, recover illness. So many people have suffering due to disease and illness. We do going to practice this Panashavari. Then visualize Buddha Shakyamuni. Cultivate Buddha's immeasurable compassion, immeasurable love, Buddha's wisdom. We all want to follow, practice Dharma, purify our karma, create accumulation merit. Then cultivate Zabala. Think about in this world, so many people has difficulty suffering due to poverty. So practice Zabala, wishing they're free from suffering, poverty, wish them have clothes, food, what they need. Then meditate Aji Chichidoma. Aji is Divine Mother, powerful, protecting us, protecting for others. Small offering with Aji practice with small offering. offering to all the Buddhas, create accumulation merit, purify our own karma. Small offering to the local gods, deities, hungry ghosts, benefit what their desires, release their fears, sufferings. Meditate. And after that, we're going to practice Tara. This practice Tara is specifically long love prayer for Garchen Rinpoche. Today, his birthday. Tara is Garchen Rinpoche's main Yadam deity. Tara saved him 8 times free from death. So we wish long love Garchen Rinpoche. Same time also remove our life obscurations. And also we wishing who beings who have love obscurations free from their suffering. So we're going to practice together. Open your eyes. Panachavare first. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Go to page 1. Panachavare. In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Example, I take refuge under awakening through the merit of practice and generosity and other paramitas. May I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of beings. In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Example, I take refuge under awakening through the merit of practice and generosity and other paramitas. May I attain Buddhahood benefit of beings. Sanje je dan zo je jo nam la sanjo barade dan ne ja zen je da ge jin zo je be zo nam ji ro la ben zer san je de bar yo. May all mothers and beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separate from the happiness that is free from suffering. May they dwell in equanimity, free from any bias of attachment and aversion. May all mothers and beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separate from the happiness that is free from suffering. May they dwell in equanimity, free from any bias of attachment and aversion. Mai nam ga dan yam be zem je dam je de wa dan de ve jo dan dem bar jo ro je dong ara dan dong ara je jo dan ra wa ra jo ro je dong ara me be de wa dan man ra wa jo je nye rin cha dan ye dan ra re dan yong la ne bar jo ro je. Prostrating, offerings, confessing, rejoicing, beseeching, and supplicating. I dedicate whatever slight virtue I have gathered for the complete awakening of all. Page 3. Om zo bhavai shedai sarva dharmai zo bhavai shedai. This means that all phenomena are primordially completely pure by nature. Within the state of meditating on this, I am emerging that my consciousness emerge as a yellow palm silver. From it, like rest, radiate, and purify the disease and the impairments of all beings in particular, as well as all the wrongdoings and the obscurations. Thereafter, the light, the rest, return and dissolve into the sea silver, which fully transforms me instantly into the illusory as one. Panashavare, mother of Buddhas of the three times. My body has a yellow color and I have three faces. My center face is yellow, the left face is white, and the right face is blue. I have six arms. My lower right hand holds a Vajra, the middle a battle axe, and the upper an arrow. The lower left hand displays the threatening Buddha, holding a nose, the middle a bundle of branches, and the upper a bow. I am sitting on a white lotus in the midst of masses of fire. The palm syllable at my heart transforms into a lotus in the moon, with a yellow palm syllable on top. From it, the light rays radiate and invite the wisdom beings from their natural abide. Saho Baho. We merge inseparably, again like rays radiate from the sixth syllable. At my heart, invite the five empowerment deities and their retinue. Om Binza Gala Zabara Vara Bading Dade Zazo. Om Binza Gala Zabara Vara Bibe Dade Zazoa. Om Binza Gala Zabara Vara Dipam Dade Zazoa. Om Binza Gala Zabara Vara Aloge Dade Zazoa. Om Binza Gala Zabara Vara Gende Dade Om Binzagala Sapara Var Nevede Tadeza Zoha. Om Sarva Dada Gada Abeketadema. With this, the empowerment deities are recourse to grant empowerment. Om Sarva Dada Gada Abekegade Samaya Yireye Om. Thus they bestowed empowerment with water from the west, which fills the body and purifies the defilement. The overflowing water transforms into Among Us city as a crown ornament. The empowerment that is dissolved into me. Om Bejaze Bane Javare Zabare Var Agam Dade Zazoa Om Bejaze Bane Javare Zabare Var Bading Dade Zazoa Om Bejaze Javare Zabare Var Bibe Dade Zazoa Om Bejaze Bane Javare Zabare Var Dibam Dade Zazoa Om Bejaze Javare Zabare Vale Aloge Dade Zazoa Ombe Yaze Bane Javare Zabare Vare Gende Dade Zazoa Ombe Yaze Javare Sapare Vare Nevede Dade Zazoa Ombe Yaze Javare Sapare Vare Javare Dade Out of the mandala of Dharmakaya's great bliss, you protect against dangerous diseases such as epidemics and against untimely death. I pay homage to you, mother of wishful feeling activities. Garden color Panashavare, sitting on a lotus seat. Your main face is yellow, the right face is blue, and the left face is white. Your hair is bound up in a top knot, and you are full of splendor. I pay homage to the divine body of the goddess who granted accomplishment. Illusory as one, you are the embodiment of wisdom and compassion. You dwell in the midst of masses of fire, which is burning like the fire at the end of time. With your three faces and six arms, You look terrifying and wrathful. I pay homage to you, who has one leg outstretched and the other bent. Wearing a robe of leaves, holding bow and arrow, a battle axe, and a bundle of branches. Panashavari, you display the threatening Buddha and holding a Vajra. I pay homage to you, great mother, protector of beings. The crown of myself is Panashavari, consists of the five victorious ones. From the heart, full of strength of milky nature, filling my body. Thus, visualized in this way, all wrongdoings and obscurations are purified. Focus on that and then recite as many times as we can. Om be yaze bane yavare zawa mare daya mane hong. Om be yaze bane yavare zawa mare daya mane hong. Om be yaze bane yavare zawa mare daya mane hong. Om be yaze bane yavare zawa mare daya mane hong. Om be yaze bane yavare zawa mare daya mane hong. Om be yaze bane yavare zawa mare daya mane hong. Om be yaze bane yavare zawa daya mane hong. Om be yaze bane yavare zawa mare daya mane hong. Om be yaze bane yavare zawa mare daya mane hong. Om be yaze bane yavare zawa mare daya mane hong. Om be yaze bane yavare zawa mare daya mane hong. Om be yaze bane yavare zawa mare daya mane hong. Om be yaze bane yavare zawa mare daya mane hong. Om be yaze bane yavare zawa mare daya mane hong. Om be yaze bane yawa zawa mare daya mane hong. Om be yaze bane yavare zawa mare daya mane hong. Om be yaze bane yavare zawa mare daya mane hong. Om be yaze bane yavare zawa mare daya mane hong. Om be yaze bane yavare zawa mare daya mane hong. Visualize that the whole space of either a region or country is filled with the five Sungatas and the goddess Panashavari. From the streams of nectar flow down, fill the bodies of the disease in the region or kingdom, and all disease and harms are pacified. Om be yaze bane yavare zabare va daya mane hong. Om be yaze bane yavare zawa mare daya mane hong. Om be yaze bane yavare zawa mare daya mane zawa mare daya mane. Om be yaze bane yavare zawa mare daya mane hong. Ombe yaze bane yaware zawa mare raya mane ho. Ombe yaze bane yaware zavare argam rade zazoa. Ombe yaze bane yaware zavare vare bane rade zazoa. Ombe yaze bane yaware Vare vare bibe rade zazoa. Ombe yaze bane yaware zavare vare divan rade zazoa. Ombe yaze bane yaware zavare aloge rade zazoa. Ombe yaze bane yaware zavare vare gede rade zazoa. Ombe yaze bane yaware zav nevede rade zazoa. Ombe yaze bane zavare vare yada rade zaye. Out of the mandala of Dharmakaya's great bliss, your portrait against the dangerous diseases such as epidemics and against the untimely death. I pay homage to you, mother of wishful feeling activities. Whatever I could not prescribe, whatever was deteriorated, and whatever I did with a deluded mind or made others do, may you forgive all that. Om Benza Zado Zamaya Mane Balai Benza Sado Dinoba Bedandido Meba Wa Zudegayo Meba Subegayo Meba Wa Anerado Meba Wa Zawai Zide Mejaya Zawai Zidame Zidan Hyang Guru Ho Ho Banga Sarva Dada Gada Bezarama Menza Bezarabama Samaya Sadhu. May the great Vijayadhara, the true Lama, who is the essence of all Buddhas, grant the auspiciousness of the goddess Panashavari to all beings of the three realms, without exception, and to myself. Glorious goddess Panashavari, you liberate all others and myself from the infliction of great harm, having taken refuge in you. Salam goddess, please protect us from all guru, all dangers. So now we go to the Buddha Shakyamuni sadhana, the main deity practice, deity yoga sadhana. It's page 13 is Buddha's sadhana. Visualization. Oh, unborn emptiness and the unceasing appearance of depending arising are the way of illusory unity. Before me in the sky, amid the vast clouds of offerings, on a jewel-lying throne and the lotus sun and the moon seat, the incomparable teacher lying of the Shakyas. His body the color of gold, adorned with major and minor marks. Clad in the three Dharma robes, he sits in Vajra posture. His right hand gracefully posed in the earth-touching mudra, and his left hand in the gesture of meditation, holding on a bowl full of nectar. Like a mountain of gold, manifesting, he shines his splendor, splendid beams of wisdom light across the whole expanse of space. The 8 colossal suns, 16 eaters, and the lake are vast ocean like retinue of noble beings, encircle him all around. Simply think of him, and he grants the glory of the highest bliss. Liberation from samsara and nirvana, the true experience, is the great being, perfect embodiment of every source of refuge. With your great compassion, you embrace this disturbing and general world and made 500 mighty aspirations. You are exalted was the white lotus. Whoever hears your name shall never return to samsara. Most compassionate teacher, to you I pay homage. all my own and others, virtues of body, speech, and mind, together with all our possessions. Visualize like Samantha Buddha's offering clothes are offered to you. All the harmful actions and transgressions I have committed through or to beginningless time, uh, each and everyone I know confess. With intense and heartfelt regret in all virtuous actions of noble ones and ordinary beings accumulated throughout the past, present, and the future, I rejoice. Found the world of perform and various Dharma teachings ceaselessly in every direction I pray. Your wisdom body is like space and remains changeless throughout the past, present, and the future. Yet in the perception of those to be guided, you go through the display of birth and death, even so let your form body continue always to approach. Through all the virtues I have accumulated in the past, are accumulating now, and will accumulate in the future for the sake of benefiting all beings who are infinite as today. May you, the severing of the Dharma, be forever blessed, and may all attain the state of the victorious one, the Lord of Dharma. Living beings like us, derived in this general age, have no guidance and protection because of your kindness, caring for us with surpassing compassion. Every manifestation in this world now of the three jewels is your enlightening activity. You are our only refuge, incomparable, spring. So from our hearts, we pray with total confidence and faith. Do not neglect the great promise you made in times gone by, but hold us until we attain enlightenment. With your compassion. Namai Dombai Jomde De De Ye Yeba Da Jomba Yanda Bara Zobe San Bara Jarwa Shaja Duba La Zan Zalo Juda Yasen Namai Dombai Jomde De De Ye Yeba Da Jomba Yanda Zobe Sanje Bara Jarwa Shaja Duba La Zan Zalo Chido Jobs Jewo, Supreme Teacher, Bangawan, Tathagata, Ahara, Complete the Perfect Buddha, Glorious Conqueror, Shakyamuni Buddha, to you I pay homage, to you I make offerings, in you I take refuge. Diyata Om Mene Mene Maha Mene Yesoa, Diyata Om Mene Mene Maha Mene Yesoa, Diyata Om Mene Diyata Om Mene Mene Maha Mene Yesoa, Diyata Om Mene Mene Maha Mene Yesoa, Diyata Om Mene Mene Maha Mene Yesoa, Diyata Om Mene Mene Maha Mene Diyada Mene Mene Maha Mene Yezoa, Diyada Mene Mene Maha Mene Yezoa, Diyada Mene Mene Maha Mene Yezoa, Om 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 Mene Mene Maha Mene Yezoa. From the Buddha's body, there emanates a great radiance of multicolored rays of wisdom light, dispelling all our and others' obscurations, and casting all the genuine quality of Mahayana path to arising within us, so that we attain level of perfection from which we will never return again to samsara. Go to the Zambala practice, page 91. Nam mô la mai bên trong trên rê dây con cho zon la da jam jen kan ya ma jure zim je nam san je to bar zim je to ran se ma je dong ben ngang ngang ga sar dong ri pe ran ye arya zamba la ga sar sa ye be jong dang yong be nor jo ne le Rinpoche ye yenje re pema lawe linden de yimbo den de zenjir korden kanro de ye go rang rang zan zen jin dan je je wor nan da yin re ze yarwa se la ring a Lama origin yayon de nangla ranye meba yawo saradon long de je zamde dogara dale de dozo aje dingwa onde jan yo zen la de zen je de jon de zo de do gende da de zen lang do jambe yo me ma do da ya zamba da ya me ma do da Nombe Madodaya Zambala Radaya Be Madodaya Zambala Nombe Madodaya Nombe Madodaya Zambala Radaya Om Be Ta Kene Hara Naza Zizonja Zenara Panjuru Nyenda Wandangaya Vaga Zada Vayan Yure Zo Yidi Orjin Yenza Rare Me Kada Long De Jogen De Ne Lendo Orjin No Le Yende Da Yi Sono Achi Sadhana Practice Achi Chitidoma. Om Zobhava Yeda Sarva Dharma Zobhava Yeda.
A white syllable Ri appears out of the state of emptiness. From the Ri, infinite light streams forth and makes offerings to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. The light then returns and dissolves back into the Ri. The Ri then transforms, and white Achichoki Droma, standing, tramples the 4 Mara demons beneath her 2 feet. She is dressed in a flowing brocade gown and adorned with various sorts of precious gems. Her right hand holds a silver mirror with which she looks into the 3 times of the past, present, and future, while with the left she brandishes the wish-fulfilling jewel that bestows upon supplication everything needed and desired. In her heart, upon the disk of a moon, is the white syllable Ri, surrounded by the syllables of the mantra.
Mama Dada Zoha Yarne Zarwande Ranza Ranzande Mamande Ombe Zoha Mama Dada Zoha Yarande Zarwande Ranza Ranzande Mamande Ombe Zoha Mama Zaja Zoha Yarande Zarwande Ranza Ranzande Mamande Ombe Zoha Mama Zaja Zoha Yarande Zarwande Ranza Ranzande Mamande Ombe Zoha
Hey, beautiful queen of space, Dharma lamp, your body takes an unwavering stance, mistress over demonic forces, giver of great bliss, intense delight. 1 face and 2 arms, your smile brings peace. In your right hand is a Dhammaru. Your left hand holds a gem in skull cup. You grand practitioners, all cities, robed in a gown of 5-colored silks, a adorned with jewels and silken ribbons. On a blue water horse in the clouds, adorned turquoise halter, gold bridle, silken straps, stirrups, lapis lazuli, silk satin cushion, golden saddle, rides the laughing, glorious queen of space. Through compassion appears your retinue, surrounded by host of dakinis, endowed with the four activities, guardian who protects the doctrine, perfect place, magnificent drinkle, accept this Torma and guard teachings. Please perform all activities now. Powerful lady who guards the teachings, with your vow to protect good students, Hachi children and retinue, I pray. To you I offer, grant every wish. Powerful lady who guards the teachings, with your vow to protect good students, Hachi children and retinue, I pray. To you I offer, grant every wish. Powerful lady who guards the teachings, with your vow to protect good students, Hachi children and retinue, I pray. To you I offer, grant every wish. Arise, Vajra Yogini, upon the crown of my head. Jikten Sumkon Ratna Shri, abides Nirmana Kaya. The balm resides in my heart. Ramyam and come emanate, purify all samayas. Emanate Om Ah and Om. Transform essence of offerings into their innate nature. Offerings for each Buddha clan fill the 3,000-fold world.
Om Ahom, Ahom, Om Ahom, Namah Sarva Tathagate Jo Bhijo Bhagave Sarva Digangade Savarana Ganganagamsoha Namah Sarva Tathagate Jo Bhijo Bhagave Sarva Digangade Savarana Ganganagamsoha Namah Sarva Tathagate Jo Bhijo Bhagave Sarva Digangade Savarana Ganganagamsoha Om Agaromogan Sarvadam Adende be nadu de Om Ahom Bezoha Om Agaromogan Sarvadam Adende be nadu de Om Ahom Bezoha Om Agaromogan Sarva Dharmana Adende be nadu de Om Ahom Bezoha.
The accomplished primordial nature, secret mandala, unborn radiance. I invite the protectors to come. Dakinis perform activities. Guardians abide by their commitment. Manifest from the Dharma Dhatu. Mandala's primordial awareness. Call to come to this sacred place now. From the vast expanse of turquoise light, and from the troves of the azure gray, elder sister Achi Namnaza, please come here and tame all obstructors, emanating from ultimate space. Goddesses empowered with wisdom, protect the teachings of the Buddhas, and with your red nuwa for powers, chanting the Dakini's melody, fast toast with your hands weaving mudras, bring forth a cloud of smoke offering. Please descend to this sacred site now. Great goddess, along with your retinue, please be joyfully seated on these thrones. I bring forth a cloud of offerings. I prostrate with body, speech, and mind. Listen, in this place stands supreme year, powers favorable for virtue, glorious Buddhas and their hearts. Please extinguish suffering, accomplish all purposes. As I make smoke offerings, please disperse all obstacle, cleanse and purify impurities. Listen, clouds of sweet smelling smoke offerings, medicines that dispel emotions, silk brocade and incense, aloe wood, fragrant sandalwood and cedar wood, juniper, rhododendron, birch and all very sweet smelling ambrosial trees, flour, yogurt, milk, all food and drink, purifying offerings of teachers to the meditation yogini, leader of all dharma protectors, Dakinis of primordial awareness and commitment power, Dakini, goddesses who deny, snatch away, art mother, razor of the life force, mother of enlightened activity, thousandfold host of red flesh eaters, Mamos and Dakinis offering to auspicious queen with power of life, supreme crystal tresses of dim light, to four families of the five sisters, and 12 goddesses make offerings, patron deities of protectors, protectors of Kagyu lineage, an ocean of perfect guardians, protect the yogins with offerings, a veil of smoke cleanses samaya, purifying all vows, defilements, vows from contact with all filthy things, as well as of all impurities. found means attainment. Washed in smoke, please repair the breakage of all vows. Pacify obstructive conditions. Realize all our aims with the Dharma. Listen, lofty praise of protectors. Glory Dharma, Savioress, outer inner substances. Glory Dharma, Savioress, clouds of offerings infinite. Glory Dharma, Savioress, songs of praise our devotion. Glory Dharma, Savioress, meditative attention. Glory Dharma, Savioress, high above the samsara. Glory Dharma, Savioress, beyond brilliant sun and moon. Glory Dharma, Savioress, filled with virtue, granting gem. Glory Dharma, Savioress, vast as precious summer lakes. Glory Dharma, Savioress, spread unfailing doctrine. Glory Dharma, Savioress, protect aims of followers. Glory Dharma, Savioress, never separate, stay with us. Perfect power, blessings, wealth, power, blessing, all complete. Power, fortune, manifest, oceans of prosperity. All you powerful protectors, precious teachings protected, increase precious offerings, include all practitioners, fill our homes with spiritual wealth, protect us from obstacles, dispel all the dangerous talk.
Chayora Dongge Lendo
By the power of virtue, Dharma free of obstacles, gain level of Dakini, dry up cyclic existence.
Ge wan de ye de la de che ze du bo ge me je yan an dai ge sa do me kor we jam so gen bar yo. So now we go to the Mahakala Sadhana. Page 129. Oh, please consider me. Oh, please consider me. Oh, please consider me. Glorious Vajra Garden, Great Balawan, Mahakala, and glorious Great Birawa, Heruka, Chagra Sambara. By nature, you are one within Dharmata. In essence, you are same within exalted wisdom. In character state, you are equal in unhindered activity. Hero, who defects all unfavorable circumstances. You are the foremost Lord of all appearance and existence, God and demons, first protector, who is the great leader of activity oppressor. Inconceivable sovereign of ended, radiant splendor, you protect awareness, holding yogis as if they were your own children, and assist the contraction of outbound and the practitioners. And I adorned with the radiance of peace, the splendor of increasing, the power of magnetizing activity, and safely in activities of liberating savage force and hindrances. Your majesty to protect the teachings is a super powerful Lord Dorje King, great war, God of yogins. Please take over me. Abiding on the sacred ground of Vajra Herukas, enlightening body, speech, and mind. I, a yogin, engage in practice to attain unsurpassed enlightenment. Aid so as to incur obstacles to the path of spirit bliss and the dread of the four maras. Please cause me to encounter the samadhi escort that will guide me on the true path. Thus, until I attain enlightenment, help me not to walk on perverted paths with the body, speech, and mind, but cause my mind to turn towards freedom and enlightenment. May all unfavorable circumstances in this world be vanquished. May perfect auspiciousness and goodness provide and increase. May gods and demons and me be overpowered and at all times and in every circumstance. May enlightening activities be accomplished according to my supplications. As you are the glory and the guardian of all beings, please perform activities to grant supreme and common cities unobstructedly and effortlessly. May I vanquish all unfavorable circumstances, the enemies and hindrances with perverted views and the like, and may perfect auspiciousness and goodness provide and prevail. Ma Shi, by the power of compassion and pure aspiration, Achi Chicha Dharma arise from the basic space of phenomena and lock upping us from the experience of exalted wisdom. Miraculously descend upon this activity mandala. Mother Achi, daughter of Nanam, powerful lady, Dharmatara, Wisdom Tara, Samaya Tara, magnetizing, goddess, flesh eating, karmic Dakini, noble lady Tashi Terema, Myo Lozama, Tekan Dazama, Tenke Shazama, and Chukin Dazama, protectors of the lineage forefathers, protectors of the threatening hermitages, protectors with the Samaya with the pledge to protect the teachings of the Kaju lineage. Your influent wisdom never fails, your compassion never withholds, your blessings are close and your power unobstructed. All of you bless us yogins and our retinue with your enlightened body. Bless us with your enlightened speech. Bless us with your enlightened mind. Bless us with your enlightened qualities. Bless us with your enlightened activities. Aid so as to incur adverse circumstances and the dread of the four maras. Bless, please cause me to encounter the samadhi escort that will guide me on the true path. Thus, until I attain enlightenment, help me not to walk on perverted paths with body, speech, and mind, but cause my mind to turn towards freedom and enlightenment. May all unfavorable circumstances in this world be vanquished. May perfected auspiciousness and goodness provide and increase. May gods, demons, and me be overpowered and at all times and in every circumstance. May enlightening activities be accomplished according to my supplications. As you are the glory and the guardian of all beings, please perform activities to grant supreme and common cities unobstructedly and effortlessly. May I vanquish all unfavorable circumstances, the enemies and the hindrances with perverted views and the like, and may perfect auspiciousness and goodness provide and prevail. Zaya, Zaya, Siddhi, Siddhi, Bala, Bala. now we go to the white Tara sadhana. This Deity Yoga sadhana. In this, the book is Deity Yoga sadhana. The page is 53. Page 53. Go to the page 53. So this one, we're going to chant the once English, once Tibetan. So we chant twice together. And this refuge section, once English, twice Tibetan. Other or once English, once Tibetan. Page 54. White Tara sadhana. And all sentient beings take refuge in the noble example of Bhagavate deities, the embodiment of the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha, until enlightenment is reached. Sanje jidain sozo genje ne, jomden deme lazo la, nadan ganyan zemje na, Sanjo bardı cazınca, sancı cizo gencene, Jomden deme lazola, Dadan kanyan semcena, Sanjo bardı cazınca. May all sentient beings who have been our mother, limitless as space, possess the happiness and be free from suffering. Safely where I have them attain the untamed state of Tara. Majurun kanyam rodeda, deden dongar gendarne, yorda pamai dumaye, Compain chola gobarje, majoran kanyang rodeda, deden dongar gendane, yorda pamai dumaye, compain chola gobarje. From the purified emptiness manifests the vast protection mentioned. In its center blossom a lotus flower, on which is a moon seat. On this rests a brilliant white thumb syllable, radiating like the benefits of sentient beings. The light returns and dissolves into the syllable thumb. Instantly, I become Tara of snow mountain color, smiling and having one face, 2 arms and graceful beauty, clad, silken robes, and adorned with jewels ornament. My right hand displays the supreme attainment, bestowing Buddha, and the left holds the blue lotus. My legs are folded peacefully in the Vajra position, and behind me is among these. From the 3 spiritual places, the 3 syllables radiate light, inviting the many wisdom deities from all directions who appear in the sky before me. I make offerings and give praise. So now we go to the Tibetan. Sanjay dong ngang le ne, song we gur kan yang we. Jie jie pe ke sar we, se zere jian jie din din de, tang ye ga le o ju be, ro we tong ze la ru ne, ke jie ran re du me ge, kan ren do jin xuan zong din, 下来接三年的别个，他的单人都下来接，他也接见用把，想你都觉是接， ya yoro dande ne song le ye song on je rang yin je ne ne jin rang chu je Ayadare sabare vare argan rade zazuha. Ayadare sabare bibe rade zazuha. Ayadare sabare vare divan rade zazuha. Ayadare sabare vare aloge rade zazuha. Ayadare sabare vare ngine rade zazuha. Ayatare sapare vare nevede rade zazo. Ayatare sapare vare chaba rade taye zo. The crowns of gods and the demons pay homage to your lotus feet. You who liberate from all unfavorable conditions are praised and posted to Mother Tara. All the enlightened beings dissolve inseparably into me. Again from the sea syllable in my heart, like radiates and inward the empowerment that is. Om Sarva Dada Gada Abhegad Samaya Jireye Hom. The grand empowerment and dissolve into me. Go back to Tibetan. La Dai La Men Ju Ben Ju Sha Je Be Mo La Du Ne Hong Bai Gen Le Zhong Ze Ma Du Me Yong Ma San Ba Ong San Ye Nye Me Den La Yan Du Ge Za Wong Le Hong Zhi Wang La Jin Zhang De Om Sarva Tada Gada Abheke Gade Samaya Yere Jeda Rang La De. In the heart chakra of myself is Tara, is aware in the center of which is the white syllable Tam. The syllable of the mantra are resting on the spoken of the chakra as I recite the mantra. It circle clockwise. Like ready from the mantra, bringing the Buddha's blessings into me. I become the embodiment of all the Buddhas. Lightning radiates to all sentient beings. All the negative emotions are pacified, and they become white Tara. Daniel Lazar Dogaire, Koloi Zebin de Waire, Daniel Garbo Zarweze, Nimbe Gorwa Ye Gorde, Koar Melang Handi Dare Dire Mama Ayunyana Benye Berengere Soha Om Dare Dire Mama Ayunyana Benye Berengere Soha Om Dare dure mama ayunyana vinye bringure so Om dare dure mama ayunya 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 vinye bringure 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 so now we chant the Om dare reciting together. Om dare dure mama ayunya vinye bringure so Om dare mama ayunya vinye bringure dare mama ayunya vinye Om dare dure mama ayunya vinye bringure so 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 here you recite a mantra and I'm going to share something like Garchen Rinpoche's history biography. So this prayer is specifically we're doing today is a long life Garchen Rinpoche, and it due to his birthday today. So it's Tibetan, follow the Tibetan calendar. Today is the second month, 25th. So it's usually that we talk about the darkness day, the 25th. So that is today is the 25th, followed by Tibetan calendar. So this is the rare birthday. And last year we followed the actually Western calendars. Sometimes not going to exactly come to the 24th, the darkness day. So no, starting this year, every year we're going to follow by the Tibetan calendar. So So then always is that the second month, 25th, Tibetan calendar follows. So mostly I know you have connect with Rinpoche, you receive a lot of teachings, you read already biographies, maybe some also be here new today. So also you know some biography is very good. So that's actually connect with the teacher if you all know the biography. So in Tibet, last night is here our time is last night. Yesterday, actually last night, there is morning and they already celebrated the Garchen Rinpoche's birthday, and then there's big group like couple hundred people, the monks and nuns, and so I shared the Garchen Rinpoche's biography and talk about his biography is just his story. We share the history. Actually, they follow kind of a little bit different, follow due to the culture, and they wanted to hear something different. Not the exactly same one, always the same. Last night I told them, I'm going to share is not what you wanted to hear in Tibet people. I told them I'm going to share is the main, important what this President Garchen Rinpoche, what he did so hardship to practice Dharma, and I'm just share focus for in this life. I know that in Tibet, most people like to hear he's the long time ago during the Buddha time, someone in there together. And then, of course, during the Nagarjuna, someone is there. And then he's somewhere else, and Jigten Sungwon Cha, and then many reincarnations. So, then did some miraculous, something powerful things. So they like to hear that kind of story. I told them that kind of story I'm not interested to share, because for me, I heard that kind of story, no connections. The reason is we have thousands of Buddhas, many Buddhas, Yidam deities. We know they already get there. But then someone is come down here earth, so then they're doing things, helping some people. It's great, but that's too far from us. No really connections close to us, So that's the reason I told them I'm going to focus in this person, not the up somewhere else. Actually, also the history in the Tibetan history followed by history. Of course, they talk about a lot. Each the monastery, it's who founder of the monastery. Then the reincarnation, go always up to somewhere all the way up to try to look for during the Buddha time or after some special teachings time, and then come to reincarnation something. People here that way, So the main point I told them going to share in this life. So I read the Garchen Rinpoche's story, and he share with me, and he share for others what he did, and that is become get connection with the teacher. So then also Garchen Rinpoche, he wanted to share what he good things or what he did wrong things, both, put in the biography, not only pick up the perfect ones, good things, So that's the reason it's Garchen Rinpoche's biography, the Susu wrote, and it's very good. It's more details, and you can learn so many things in there. So yeah, actually I didn't read that, but I don't have all information what is in the book. But I know that she did a lot effort and hardship, went to old Tibet and to interview with people, to also interview Garchen Rinpoche many times. I also get translate some. I did translate for her. Garchen Rinpoche shared his biography, and then I translate. That time also I heard a lot of things. I learned a lot. So that's the reason I want to share you a little bit. And so when he was born, so this is like he's the 84 years old. So 84 years old is no, you know, how old, you know, when he was born. Then he was born when he was 4 years old. So the choice reincarnation, the previous, the Digong Jamgon Chetang, His Holiness Chetang, previous Digong Jamgon, His Holiness Chetang, pick up the 710th reincarnation, Garchen Rinpoche. So Garchen Rinpoche, when he was young and a child, he is wired, and sometimes he told me, he said, "Oh, Khenpo, you are better than me. You once young, you have connected with the Dharma. You went to naturally went to study Dharma. You did a good thing. When I was young, so you know, I have through this, like you know, that his father and his teachers put him to forcing him to study. He didn't did really, you know, naturally the study Dharma and connect with the Dharma because they're forcing him to do things. So sometimes he share like that, you know. So sometimes like he say, oh, he just, you know, telling me, oh, you learn so much Dharma studies, you meet so many teachers. I didn't have much Dharma opportunity to study. I have a strong devotion. I put effort, you know, I put effort and practice. So he shared that too. That means like sometimes we think, oh, we learn so much Dharma, but we don't put effort, don't practice, then we cannot change that much. We have become same regular people all the time. So when he was young, and his father is really great. I saw that, but Western culture not really suitable, you know. And the Tibetan culture, especially his son has the name of Garchen Rinpoche. His father is really suited for him because his father is very wrathful. So Garchen Rinpoche, his father is his teacher, not only father. And his father, Garchen Rinpoche said, his father is the same as Marpa Losawa. And he give him so much hardship. If sometimes Garchen Rinpoche don't read, study Tibetan, no follow what he says, he take out the cloth and put outside, you know, in the winter time is in the ice, like all snow. So no, you stay here. He told him, you stay here, cultivate lower and suffering. So Garchen Rinpoche shared that he said he really get experience lower and suffering due to that. You know, recognize, get experience. So then, like that, you know, his father give him lots hard and push him to study Dharma and practice, teach lots of things. The how to practice mindful, how to become good Lama, you know, how to become like, you know, practitioner. So this father teach him lots. And then, of course, like Garchen Rinpoche is wired. Also, another hand, you need wrath for one. So otherwise, the Garchen Rinpoche is cannot be same as this time like him, you know, because it's something happening and it become due to different directions. Also, like some in Tibet culture thing or the Lama or reincarnation, we don't have to teach him. We don't have to do anything with him. So leave them, and then they become wired. Then they become no useful because they don't study Dharma, no practice. The when they get the name theater, but that have to use to benefit others. So that's the reason who get the name like Garchen Rinpoche or like that reincarnation, previous one, have to practice, put effort. Cannot say, oh, he's somewhere, previous life is something, special, so we don't have to teach them. Cannot live like that. So also they have the story also, the 16 Karmapa, the previous one, and he was born in the kind of a very high family, royal family, kind of like that. And then the teachers teach him, the families, the father said, you cannot teach him because he's they cannot push him, whatever he want. So they told him, oh, he's the Karmapa, you cannot teach him. He knows everything. He's Buddha, they told him. Then when Karmapa grew up, he said he don't have education, Dharma, because he just meditate a lot, practice. That's help him. But otherwise, he really cannot perform the empowerment rituals because he don't know how to do that correctly. Needed to somebody help him to do. And he has a lot of regret, reborn to like that kind of family. Because due to his education. He don't know how to read really correctly 100% Tibetan, like same as like some people read like, Tibetan people can read very fast, read, and whatever the text you put in front, you never read before, they can read very fast, most in the month. But I don't think so the 16 Karmapa can read. He read like kind of like lots of like, I think it's kindergarten kids. Tibetan, like then I think it's like slowly improving. So anyway, he has a lot of regret that reason. So the Garchen Rinpoche, without like this kind of father, he cannot have education and he cannot change. So then also another good thing is there is Chimi Dorje. It's one yogi in Gan Monastery, yogi Chimi Dorje. So he teach Garchen Rinpoche. He was there. So that teacher is carrying him, Garchen Rinpoche, lovingly again. So then they have two things, one is push hard, very hard, wrathfully. One is like taking care peacefully. So that's two comes together, and then I think he's very lucky. So also, I told last night everyone, we have to appreciate his father. And so if without him, Garchen Rinpoche cannot be same as like this right now. When he was young, he has emotions, he has anger, he has attachment, he has desire, he all has these 6 kind of afflictive emotions. He through that, he purified karma, like you study this biography one step by step. So then went to the retreat, but he said because that time his mind is not that in connect with the Dharma when he was in the retreat. So finish the retreat, and then he didn't finish the retreat. Then I don't remember how many, like 6 months or something, or half of the retreat somewhere he had to leave because due to the cultural revolutionary, and so he cannot finish that practice. Then he's on the way. Is join with the Khenpo army. It's called the voluntary army. The protect for Dharma. They create like that's a protecting for country and the Dharma. So have a volunteer army. So this all the who get escaping from their own place. Then that comes together. They created the one volunteer army. So this volunteer army and the fight with this communist army is like 3 years in the Kham area. So Garchen Rinpoche went into that group, and he is in the army. He's so much suffering during that time. He really purify hungry gods karma. He really purify Herod's karma in there, because he said he didn't get food, drink water, so like 1 week stuck in the mountain. No any food, no any drinks. So even he cannot move because the you know, the fighting, the armies everywhere, it's gone, you know. And under his group live under the trees leaf, put trees leaf and top the body, you know. So like stay 7 days, they drink the pee also, you know, their own pee drink. And there is so much hardship. You think about that kind, and then become really connection with the teacher. And so then that time, you know, like he said he really wanted to drink water, like kind of thinking about ocean, wanted to drink whole ocean. And like that kind of true suffering, but and then slowly get stuck in the prison, so much difficulty and hardship there, not enough food, you know, it's due to labor camp, so hard. Couple years ago, I was with Garchen Rinpoche, Holiness Chechang, and in Germany, they invite Garchen Rinpoche Holiness to the labor camp in Germany. So then they show us all these videos, pictures, and the place, what is happening, all this show us. Garchen Rinpoche told me, already through this, you know. He said, I already through this suffering. I see these pictures, what are going on, is I went through already this suffering, recognize. So like that, you know, hardship, difficulties. Then in the prison, so great is like Khenpo Minsa was there, and they can get secretly teaching from him, and then they really put that effort to practice. So that this all in the prison, this suffering, difficulties transform to the become transform to take all these difficulties, take to the path. You know, then they practice compassion, they practice tongli. There comes a strong compassion for this tongli, compassion to this, you know, in the prison leaders who torture for others, who's the leader in the prison, you know, like guide the prisons for them. It's become their very strong compassion for come to them. And then that time Garchen Rinpoche said, no any difficulties, what have to do there? Because as long as there comes our compassion for them, and then they can do correctly in the prison, follow the rules, wanted to happily, wanted to serve for everyone. So that way, you know, they practice, meditate, tongling, compassions, and then Mahamudra practice. So 20 years like transform into retreat center. 20 years prison is transformed into the same as the retreat center, but better than retreat center. Because at that time, is, you know, everything is in there. All object is difficulties, everything is there. So you really go through the railway. Sometimes we meditate, cultivate, okay, and think about hungry ghosts, think about animals. We think about this, you know, other beings suffering. But if we don't go through that, we really cannot get experience. So that through that difficulty, and become the purified karma. Same as the Milarepa did. So I look very carefully think about Garchen Rinpoche is more hardship than Milarepa. Milarepa, he got with the teacher, Marpa Losa give him hardship, build these towers, the buildings, the couple houses. Of course, it's a difficulty, but not the, you know, that much like hunger and thirsty suffering, and then not causes of life. You know, it's in the labor camp. They torture a lot. There's no food enough to eat. So that kind of, you know, through that way, and then they all transform this suffering, put in the practice effort, practice Dharma. So when finish this person is actually not only Garchen Rinpoche, they have so many other teachers. They always become practitioner. Realize her. So that is like the power of Dharma. We need Dharma. We need a teacher. See, they also have teacher. Khenpo mentioned in the prison, he teach them. Then they really practice because due to their suffering. If we don't get the suffering, Dharma is become just only goes like here, upper somewhere here, not really into the mind, you know. So when we get difficulty, suffering, comes obscurations, then you put effort, Dharma, and become really Dharma benefit. So that is the power of Dharma. That give us also courage too, because if we get difficulty, suffering, we put effort, we practice Dharma, we can change ourselves. You know, we cannot lose our courage. We get some difficulties. Sometimes we lose our courage to practice Dharma. We lose our courage, everything. Some people just then they think life is not meaningful. You know, that they can be die themselves. So the why is happening because they lose all the courage themselves when they get difficulty, suffering. So when we get the difficulty, suffering, we use that difficulty, suffering, and put effort to practice Dharma, then we can transform this obscuration, suffering is transformed to the path, and also purify karma. Otherwise, we get difficulty, suffering, we are more suffering, we are more suffering, we are more emotions, then this is more wars and more wars. You know, first, unluckily, you know, get suffering, difficulty, then more unluckily become, unfortunately, then get more suffering, then depressions, then the society themselves. So that kind of happening in this world, so many people. So we study Dharma, we practice Dharma, we have to use when we comes difficulties. See, that become connect with the Dharma, that helps connect with the teachers. So my main point is not talking about somewhere like Garchen Rinpoche is during the Jigten Sumgong time. So he can be there, maybe somewhere else there just, you know, like some special beings, we can say that yes or not, I don't know anyway. But it's there's not really connections there. The very connection, when we get connection with the teacher, that study, practice hard, that purify their karma, we follow that, we learn that has become connection with us. The Malarepa, you know, his student told him, oh, you are Buddha Vajradhara. You are the Buddha Vajradhara's reincarnation. Malarepa told them, don't say that. That is the wrong view. That is a wrong view. He told them that is a wrong view. I am regular person. I'm ordinary. And also, he said, I am more worse than ordinary because he killing so many people. The murdering, right? Murderers or something like that, right? Just who killed other people, yeah? So he told them, I like that guy. So due to Dharma, due to my teacher, put our effort, get this realization. So that is a Dharma, power of Dharma. Everyone can have that potential opportunity. See, that's really connect with us. We do practice ourselves, put effort, Dharma is we can get a realization. We can be enlightened in one lifetime. Buddhism is actually the ground, not come from having to drown someone. It's we have to grow in the ground. Because the reason is everyone has a Buddha nature. Everyone can become Buddha. All sentient beings, Buddha means everyone can grow. Everyone has that nature and the potential. We all have that natural essence. Right? So then, of course, when he purified karma in the person, he's already become different, kind of like more realization. And then he has more patience. He has more, I think, more kind, love for others, tolerance. All these qualities come, I think, those like come during in the person. He get this all the qualities in the person. Due to this difficult time. And also good teacher. So then when he released in the present, so he come back to the monastery. He has, actually another way he has big responsible. Even have a big response for some lamas, but they, have names. But when to go through like that, they don't want to do anything. They just stay home and quietly. They just wanted to become take care of family or go like that way. Many happen like that. Because that through so much difficulties, then when they release person, they don't have courage to do anything. Many people happen like that. So when he come back in the monastery and he said he went to in the upper monastery, that time it's like no exist, actually already destroyed, gone. So he stayed there himself, like wanted to rebuild his temple monasteries, and then just go, stay there and daytime go with help for other people and go to work for some things and whatever offering comes, he tried to build this temple. So that has courage because he already through difficulties, all these difficulties transformed. So then he built the temple, and also not only in Gar monastery, he support all this many like Digon Kagyu monastery, like 13 or 14 something. He take all responsibility, taking care of them in the rebirth. And then also not only Digon Kagyu, he goes all then become Garchen Rinpoche, like people has strong devotion to him, and he go to and everywhere, and whatever offering comes, he giving for different monasteries, rebuild their own temples. So he support all different lineages. And then when he was Tibet, so we thought at that time is like just in Tibet, Lama means something special. When we was kids, some lamas went to the restaurant, and in the outside, my hometown, there some couple lamas comes, went to the restaurant, and the restaurant means in the outside somewhere wired. So we thought, why they're going to restaurants and they don't have to do any kind of we think pee and pops are very dirty. So we thought they don't have anything like that. Really, and we have a couple of kids went to there, and there has pops there. So we put in the pops like in the couple sticks, put in the together and bring show the people. The lama popped, We didn't know lama going to pop like that. We think it's like something special, right? No human being. And also they have a story. It's like in the Topo monastery, the Karmapas monastery, and then one nomads people has strong devotion then, and they went to the Topo the monastery, this Karmapas monastery, And when went there, and then this one of his attendant showed them, this is his restaurant. No, he showed first, oh, this is he giving blessings. This is like he's sitting here. This is his study here. Show all these things. That's first very suppressed. And he have to study, you know. Then he shows, oh, this is his restaurant. Then the people so suppressed and they lose consciousness, you know, because they think, wow, they have the restaurant. They never think about that these lamas need a restaurant. You know, that kind of thinking, the many people has like that kind of thinking. So that thing we in the Tibet, like when Garchen Rinpoche come back from the prison, everyone invited him, okay, daytime, nighttime, 24 hours, ask him to do things. He never said no. So slowly, okay, more months, and then we have comes like maybe 20 months, 2-3 months can go with him, then change, you know. He goes to like blessings, do pujas for all other these families, goes everywhere. Then people don't ask you teach me dharma. They don't ask you teach me meditations. They only ask you blessings, and you know they ask you to do the pujas. And someone died, do pova, and this all kind of like ritual things, prayer, puja things. Then he have to go all these different kind of families, monasteries. He does at daytime, nighttime, all the time, you know. People don't think he's a human being. They think he's somewhere God, you know. Because this is actually, right now we think it's a really big mistake. People does like that. Ignorance, due to the ignorance. The one also thing I think is like too much selfish. I don't care about you because you have to do me. Or but they don't think like exactly that, but they don't not really mindful, you know. Sometimes we think, oh, they're too much selfish, but actually they're not really mindful. They don't recognize what they're doing. They don't think the other people is a human being, have to sleep, eat, you know, have to take care of the body. So anyway, like that way, well, I'm joined monastery and goes like long way. And he come to Western countries. So Garchen Rinpoche, he has lots of qualities, Dharma knowledge, teachings. So he live in the Tibet. He knows he have to start with all these ritual things, pujas. So I think he come to in the Western country and then teach and then go to global. This is wonderful, I thought. So, you know, then we really can see that what he did or practice, his meditation qualities, his compassion, recognize, you know, people recognize. So like that, you know, then there are lots of stories. Of course, we don't have time to share everything there. The time is already finished, and I asked, you know, request to share the story, Garchen Rinpoche's story to my mother, and my mother was when she was young and she was home. That time is her father is kind of a rich family. And then this previous Garchen Rinpoche and this one always go to their family, stay there. And my mother knows when he was young that time. And then they went to together the present 20 years. So she knows a lot, you know, in the what happening in the present and what the Garchen Rinpoche's, you know, his qualities and these kind of things. So I asked her to share, but hard to, you know, connect with there. And also she's old and she's sick and she not really clear mind. That's a little bit too late. But I'm trying to, you know, right now get the more information. I ask somebody to go to and ask questions to, you know, make recording this or what happening, you know, during that time. She just my sister was with her. That's just that thing is like I asked to share means they just say some couple words. They thought that enough. But that's not enough. I told them I have to ask you question 100 times again and again, not only one time. So then I only get one answer, it's a very brief one. So just not really details anything. Then that's the reason we have to ask her again 100 times. Hopefully she remember comes out. So what I heard, like she said, when she was young, and that time Garchen Rinpoche come to their home and they do the drupchin, this like big pujas at their home, and so then her father is sick, and so Garchen Rinpoche asked her to, the family have to chant this whole kanjo text. The chant whole kanjo text, then maybe he's going to getting better, free from sickness, or maybe he's going to pass away. So then comes very clearly happening. So then they chant this kanjo text, 100 volumes. They invite many hundreds readers. They finish same time his father is passing away. So her father is passing away. He has the called Tukdam meditation. It's all these special signs, like stay like, body postures, everything stay like that will pass away. And then Garchen Rinpoche told the family asked to chant these prayers. And then when this finish, he can be recovered or he can be passed away. So exactly happening like that. So she has strong devotion, Garchen Rinpoche, she said that. And then one day he come to the town in the city have home, and Garchen Rinpoche told her, you have to give up all these jewelries. Don't attach to jewelries. So that Tibetan, my hometown, they put so many, the embers, yellow ones, and put in the head. The thing is, they're like flower. It's the culture, that thing beautiful, but I don't see beautiful. So different eye, My eye don't pick up like that. My eyes see that people does like this jewelry put too much in the body. It's terrible. too much, like that, making difficult themselves. And their thing, that thing is so beautiful themselves. So she has a lot, something like this, embers, corals, like this kind of things, like they put in these jewelries in the head. He told her, give up these things, no more useful. Even you cannot get these things, it's no useful. Even your anything you cannot go with you. It comes big happening change. So he told her, give up these things, share and give it to other people. Also, he telling his mother and my mom too, and you whatever you have home, lots of burleys. In Tibet, like the culturally they have lots of burley. There's some rich people has like whole one house is burley, kind of rice, yeah, burley, because the burley is food for them. Then they use that eat and also give for some other poor people. And so the rich family has like the one house all filled of the burley. And he told this all burley is give it to people. And this all burley is like take to the monasteries, ask them to do the Nyingne retreat, and offering, ask them to do Nyingne retreat, give up everything. He told them. So she said their family all give up everything. After that, they all ready to just go to run away from in their home. They cannot stay home. Like happening like that. So she said that. I think that's amazing too. So do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, so now we no time to share more than that. And so here we take break and come back 3 o'clock. We're going to chant this Tara prayers and then supplication to Tara. And everyone can have an opportunity to the happy birthday to say words to Garchen Rinpoche afternoon. Then first, when we get in or everything body together in the group chat, please don't delete. Just come right time 3 o'clock, okay? And everybody one by one, we can say happy birthday, whatever you want to say, like say, I am Khenpo Samdup, happy birthday, like 84 years or happy birthday, something you can say, whatever you wanted to say. And then we go to next person, everybody, celebrate happy birthday, and Marilyn all recording that, and we came to offering for him. So then after that, we're going to chant the supplication Tara. Then we do accumulate, so one by one chant, and everyone has the opportunity to, lead the prayers. So one by one, you can be chant master. Today, I wanted to see your voice, wanted to hear your voice. Okay. Thank you, everyone. So, then no, we leave here. The prayers is like here is we chant the dedication. The dedication is I just share. I don't know how to share this one. I can send it through the WhatsApp in the Maryland. Please, can you put into the screen? Or I can do like this in the screen. Everyone can see or no? Can you see?
It's kind of blurry.
Okay, so then Maryland, can you put that one? It's actually the Garchen Rinpoche asked to chant these dedication prayers.
I put it on
short prayer.
I had put it on the chat earlier,
Okay.
Khenpo. Let me see if it's still there. I'll copy it for those who just came on. Hang on a second.
Go to the chat and
I don't see it.
It's coming now. It's coming now because it was from an earlier. I think it should be on right now.
So chant this one together. May every being aligned with the disease be free at once from every malady. May all the sickness that affect the living being instantly and permanently healed. Chant Tibetan. Semje ne bai je ni ba. Yorda nele ta jurje. Rowe ne na mali ba. Ta de yungwa ne ba yu. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Khenpo. Beautiful stories.
You're welcome.
So beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing the story.
Thank
you so
much.
Thank you.
Debbie, do you have the version in Tibetan so we can have that too?
We'll try to work on that. And a quick announcement for everyone before they depart. I know that all our practices are for all beings all the time, and we have the COVID virus right now, and many beings are passing. But I just wanted to let some of you were on earlier that Walter Dobbs, one of our Sangha members, has passed away last evening. So if we can also hold him in our prayers as we do everyone throughout this retreat.
Okay, so here is today we have one from Tibet, New York. His iPhone. His name is Yinping Nyima. So you can see him. He's the also Garchen Rinpoche's monk, and he live in the New York. His Rinpoche, he told me lots about his father. So it's we are actually Garchen Rinpoche's home monastery, and his hometown is very far away, different city, and like that time is like takes more than a day to go to his hometown area. So sometimes it takes a couple of days because due to the road is not good. But his father is Rinpoche is have some when he built this Digong Kaju monastery, is helping for other monasteries. So his father has big grown like with high officials and the connections. So that his father put so much effort to help to together build these temples. So thank you, Jinping. You might join together.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 And we'll meet again at 3 p.m. Someone asked, it's 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So,
Is
Okay.
that the same meeting number or is it?
yes.
Okay.
Same meeting
Good.
number and also the same password. Yes.
Password. All right,
Yes.
great. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.